After the last activity, you are ready to prepare key documents for your application package, a cover letter specific for the position, and a CV or resume. The cover letter serves as the glue that holds together all elements of the application package, and as such, its content is affected by what else is included. Other documents, for example, a research plan and a teaching statement, are sometimes required. At a minimum, the cover letter is accompanied by a resume or CV that serves to guide its content and flow. However, the cover letter is not just a replay of the CV or resume. Its purpose is to provide a 1 to 2 page narrative to explain the information contained in those documents and place that information in the context of the job description. Craft each cover letter to fit the description. Do not use a generic letter for all your applications. Keep in mind that the cover letter is usually the first thing seen by those involved with hiring decisions, such as members of a search committee or a hiring manager. Typical cover letters contain a series of thematic paragraphs covering research trajectory, teaching, and service and leadership. The order of these paragraphs can vary depending on the type of position and employer. Lead with the most important theme given the job description. Your letter must also address any requirements of the position that are outside of your primary roles as a postdoc. These paragraphs are bracketed by introduction and conclusion paragraphs. Let's look at them individually. Introduction. In this paragraph, identify the job announcement and explain why you find it attractive. Use this as an opportunity to highlight the match between your qualifications and the job description. Here, identify your present position, and if you have permission, use the letterhead of your current department and institution. Research trajectory. Describe your contributions to the field over your pre- and postdoctoral years. When doing so, keep disciplinary jargon to its essential minimum and define any terms that you introduce. Be aware that this is likely to be read by individuals who are not experts in your field. Keep the descriptions connected to big questions and explanations of important phenomena. Highlight the future directions of your research plan with an eye on the mission of the employer. If you're applying to a position in a research-intensive university, your task is to convince your audience that you are ready to succeed as an independent investigator, capable of securing research funding and achieving tenure. If competing for a position at a primarily teaching institution, you may emphasize how your plan includes research with undergraduates. Positions outside academia may be looking for particular assets, perhaps related to bench work, managerial skills, and team science. Teaching. If a statement about teaching philosophy is part of the application package, then use this paragraph to connect the anticipated teaching activities to other elements of your profile, such as research mentoring and community outreach. If there is no separate teaching statement, this space can be used for a brief description of your teaching philosophy. If the job does not include teaching duties, an explanation of experiences and skills associated with personnel training, supervision, and communication could go here. If you're applying for a position with a lot of teaching, this paragraph must make clear that you have sufficient teaching experience. Service and leadership. Include here a description of how your development has benefited from professional service, such as manuscript and proposal reviews. If pertinent to the job description, identify activities related to diversity and inclusion, particularly if a separate diversity statement is not required. Conclusion. Restate key overlaps between your qualifications and the demands of the position, and state your availability to provide additional information, including references. Finally, show your letter around as well as the position description, and ask for feedback from your mentors and key members of your professional networks, particularly from those with positions at institutions or companies similar to those where you're applying.